Hi, I'm Agent Lee, and today I'll show you how to set up your new KitchenAid tilt head stand mixer and start taking your meals to the next level. Here's what you'll need: the KitchenAid stand mixer and all the included accessories, and possibly a flathead screwdriver. I say possibly because you may or may not need it later to make a small adjustment. I'll explain more when we get there. Also, if you'd like to try your hand at fresh pasta, later in this video, I'll be using a pasta roller and pasta cutter attachment for my stand mixer. All right, let's get started. First, make sure it's unplugged. The speed lever is right here, and it can be adjusted slightly for other settings, but for now, let's leave it at 0. On the other side of the stand mixer, there's a locking lever. Set it to unlocked and tilt the motor head back. One quick call out: not all stand mixers have the tilt head feature, so yours might not, depending on the model you're using. All right, back to it. Take the bowl, place it on the clamping plate, and twist it to keep it from moving. That way, you don't have a bowl full of ingredients wobbling around while you're mixing. Now find the beater attachment and slide and rotate it onto the beater shaft, aligning the pin on the shaft with the attachment, like this. Lower the motor head and lock it in place. Double check that the beater is just clearing the bottom of the bowl. There shouldn't be a lot of space between the bowl and the beater. If there is, I'll show you how to adjust your stand mixer in a little bit. Now plug the stand mixer in and slide the speed control level to the lowest setting. If the beater still doesn't touch the bowl, slowly inch up the speed to make sure there's still no contact. Once you've tried every speed and verified that the beater is not touching the bowl, slide the speed back to 0. If you find your beater did touch the bowl at some point during this process, don't worry, you can always adjust the height. And that's why you might end up needing that flathead screwdriver. Here's what you'll need to do: unplug the power cord and unlock the motor head. Tilt it back and lock it in place. Now use your screwdriver to turn the screw that is on the hinge where the motor head tilts. If your beater was touching the bowl, turn the screw slightly counterclockwise to raise it. If there was too much space between the beater and the bowl, turn the screw clockwise to lower it. Now unlock the motor head, lower it, and lock it back in place. Double check that your beater is not touching the bowl at any speed and that there isn't too much space beneath it. If the height is correct, then congratulations! Your stand mixer is now ready for use. And here are a few tips. Make a habit of gradually working up from the lowest speed setting to avoid making a mess. Also, some people like to use a pouring shield to make it easier to feed ingredients into the bowl. Depending on the model, this accessory might have been included. There are a lot of attachments available beyond the ones that came with your stand mixer. You can find attachments to grind meat for your favorite burgers, make fruit and vegetable spirals, and if fresh pasta is calling your name, you might want to check out the pasta roller and pasta cutter. That's what I'll be using next. Let me show you how to make some delicious pasta. Go ahead and mix your dough ingredients. When it's ready, make sure your stand mixer is unplugged and the power is off. Remove the attachment hub cover, loosen the knob, and insert the shaft housing of the pasta roller into the attachment hub. There's a square socket inside the attachment hub. The power shaft should fit into it, like this. Now turn the pasta roller until the pin fits into the notch on the rim of the hub. Tighten the knob to secure your pasta roller into place, and then pull the pasta roller adjustment knob out and set it to 1. Release the knob and make sure it goes back into place and is sitting flush against the pasta roller. Plug in your stand mixer and slide the speed control lever to 2. Now gently flatten your dough and start feeding it through the rollers. Once it's all the way through, fold it and then feed it through again. Repeat this process until the dough is bendable. If your dough starts sticking, lightly dust it with flour. Now change the roller setting to 2 and repeat this process. Keep changing the roller settings and repeat this process to roll your pasta thinner, step by step, until you get the thickness you want. To make noodles, change out the roller for your pasta cutter. There are a few different ones available, so your noodles can range from narrow to pretty wide. Now just feed that flattened dough through your cutter, and you have homemade pasta, which can be dried on a rack or cooked fresh. Hopefully this video was helpful. If it was, give it a like. If you have questions, leave them in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tech tips from Best Buy. Thanks for watching.